tell you what, catch your breath and we'll go again. Quarter-final number 2, South Africa versus Pakistan from Mission Road Ground, Mongkok. A little while earlier there was a toss that took place. JJ Smuts, the South Africa captain, won the toss again, and he elected to bowl. All 5 games on pitch 3 today have been won batting first. So is that the right decision? To talk you through it, Ryan Campbell, but first, Abhishek Junjunwala, the King of Bengal.
Thanks, Han. There's going to be a very, very interesting game. JJ Smuts choosing to bowl first. We'll wait and see if that decision is right or wrong, right? For Pakistan, both these teams have looked brilliant so far.
Both teams have been absolutely brilliant with both bat and ball. Some teams we've seen who have batted well and their bowling sort of been, oh yeah, it's okay. But I think both these sides have great batters and bowlers. Evan Jones is going to lead the way with South Africa with the ball. Great game coming. Strap yourself in.
Yeah, we're all set. And Pakistan start off in style. Akhlaq with a short delivery, it's punished, and they're off with a maximum.
There's a fight between 2 teams who have won this championship 5 times each. And that's a perfect start. Exactly the start you would be hoping for. Put into bat.
So we know Australia into the semis of the Cup. 2 teams with 2 wins yesterday in South Africa and Bangladesh. He's not happy with that, given a wide. Can't do anything about it. I've been there, I've done it. You want to look and stare at the umpire. Once it's been given, you've got to walk back and bowl it again.
He's a big boy. Not sure I want to get on the wrong side of this bloke. A very big fella, but here, oh, it's close.
It's close, but I'm giving it a wide. And I'm a bowler. Just. Good plan to go wide. Don't mind that, and also pace off.
Yeah, so far, all matches have been won by the team batting first. But they still need to put runs on board here.
In the air, is it in the gap? No. Good catch. Boast, who got himself into a good position, is another big man. Took a hard tumble, but held on to it.
And it's a massive wicket. Asif Ali's been absolutely on fire. First ball, goes for the pull shot, doesn't get all of it. Good catch. Pakistan lose the first wicket. South Africa, they'll be happy. It's 8 for 1.
Captain left-hander comes to the middle. Asif Ali has just gone first ball, back-to-back 50s in his first couple of games yesterday, so a big loss for Pakistan. They're a good team, well-balanced team. They're under a bit of pressure here, having lost a wicket in the first 3 deliveries. Round the wicket, so a change of angle. High in the air. Who can get underneath it? There is a man out there. Deep square. It's gone high. Taken. Delight for Jones, the big man. The captain got himself into a good position to take that. John Smuts. And what a start for South Africa.
Yeah, they couldn't have asked for anything more after winning the toss and choosing to bowl first. 2 massive wickets in the very first over. They tried to flick it, but just couldn't control getting an outside edge or top edge. And a simple chance taken well by the skipper. Out for duck, 8 for 2 Pakistan.
Hussein Talit then left-hander for left-hander. Captain came and went first ball. South Africa 2 wickets in the over on a hat-trick. No slip in place, of course. That one happened in 6-a-side, but a hat-trick delivery. Play a miss. Seen everything today.
Well, here are the 2 wickets. Pull shot didn't quite get it. Again, good catching. We expect that from South Africa. And this one just tried to whip it over steep square. High ball, skipper, as easy as you like.
Down the ground, it's a big shot to finish. So 14 runs from the over, 2 wickets. And Pakistan in this qualifier 2, 14 for 2. Good first over from Evan Jones, who plays in the SA20 in South Africa for the Paarl Royals. Teammates of David Miller, Joss Butler, Jason Roy, Lundy and Ngidi, and an experienced man now into the attack, captain John Smuts. Won the toss, bowled first. Even though stats would tell you perhaps you should look to set. It's a good shot, solid shot down the ground from a maximum.
Yeah, nicely done. Wasn't a half volley, but the way he played that shot, the way he held his shape, and the lovely extension through the ball, beautiful to watch.
Helped on its way. Will go all the way. We've already seen 6 sixes from the same end. 2 in 2 then, and Smuts under a bit of pressure here.
Well, under pressure for the first time too, because his overs yesterday, he was the guy. He bowled 2 magnificent overs, but this time he is under the pump.
Yeah, it was Ravi Bopara with those 6 sixes against India. Helped on its way. This will go all the way. He's trying to bowl it into the surface. Akhlaq is really good here because he gets underneath it, so goes from low to high.
Again, the line just towards the pads, easy picking for the batter. They've been timing it beautifully. 4 sixes already of his first 5 deliveries for Akhlaq.
Surely not, Ryan Campbell. Surely we can't see 36 again, can we? Oh, strap yourself in, Corky. We are going to see it, I promise you.
Oh, that is the beauty of this game. Look at that for a shot again, the way he waited on the back foot and to generate that sort of a power.
4 in 4, 31-year-old Mohamed Akhlaq. Chance of 6 sixes. A definite chance, maybe not now. Dropped. Just to rub salt into the wounds to the captain. Should have been taken, it was a difficult chance.
Yeah, that could have been another massive wicket, and how costly that's going to be, we'll have to wait and watch. The huge opportunity. Good effort though by the fielder, it was quite low.
Yeah, he's right in front of us, Evan Jones, who put that down. 13 his number, not so lucky with in the field. Over the wicket, a little seamer to finish off from John Smuts. 25 from the over, Pakistan 39 for 2. Lost a couple of early wickets, and captain came and went. Remember, this is qualifier 2 in the cup competition of the Hong Kong Sixes. Change of bowling. Boast then. Another tall South African. Strong man. But as we've seen throughout this Hong Kong sixes, hold your shape, hit down the ground.
Can't bowl step hit. You've got to get your length absolutely perfect. Anywhere in that vicinity, we've seen going over and over again for 6.
6 sixes, and he's on 38 with 8 deliveries. This is just brilliant from McClark.
Play and miss. 12 balls is the quickest 50s so far. Coming off a 3-for in that previous game. 3 for 3 against New Zealand. Seen some excellent catches throughout this competition so far. That one just played around a straight delivery. Good from the big, tall South African. Oh, and a bit of pace. Little bit of pace. Half an appeal. Keep your eye on whether he's going to be given 1 for the over.
It's good pace, digs it in. The height is absolutely perfect. An absolutely perfect bouncer there.
Was he given 1 for the over? I think that looked fine. It looked like it went through underneath shoulder height. Let him have another one. Go again. Bowl him another bumper, as you'd say in Australia. Maybe call it a little bit different, the sniff ball. Australia, if you're just joining us, are through to the semi-finals. Boast is that South Africa's leading wicket taker in the 2022 Under-19 World Cup, 10 wickets.
They get some real pace. Boast. That bouncer. Absolute pearler, that one. Clark. He's been kept quiet for the last 3 deliveries.
Inside edge, there's a big gap there. Yeah, Matthew Boast. Joint most expensive signing in the SA20 auction in 2024. Pretoria Capitals. Strike rate with the bat early on in his T20 career, 180 strike rate. You'd be signing him.
No doubt, especially with the bowling being more than handy.
Left-handed batter as well. He may have to bowl that. No, good. Like that from the umpire. Good way to finish. Pakistan get the 50 up. 53 for 2. A lot of upsets we've seen in day 2 of the Hong Kong sixes. Nepal beat Australia first game. UAE, well, they just got through against India. Oman beating New Zealand. Big game against England versus India. England win their first game of the competition. The winless Indian team, they'll go on the march and try and win again today. Or win 1 today, I should say. Swanipol. Not sure the batter realised what was happening there with his action. First time we've seen him bowl. That's all right. That is all right. Doesn't matter about your action in this form of the game. You don't need to have a perfect wrist position. Do something that gets the ball under the bat and it doesn't go out the park.
A good couple of deliveries from Sarnipal. Clark, he'll be eyeing 6s here.
High in the air. There's a big gap there. The keeper tries to get under it. He's not going to get under it. Can he stop the boundary? No. Swanipo is 35 years old, right-handed batter as well, comes from Kimberley in South Africa. Hot there, lots of diamonds as well there, beautiful place to visit. Here's one for you, your stats people. Shares a birthday with Moeen Ali and Kyle Abbott. Wow, I must make a note of that, remember that. Qualifier 2, if you're just joining us. Chance to go through to the semi-finals with someone who has joined us in commentary right now, captain of Australia. There's too many Australians, I think, around here. Congratulations, Dan Christian.
Thanks, Corky. It was a nice win. Hong Kong played beautifully, and it's a pretty tough format to try and defend a total. So yeah, very happy.
Form-wise, you're going well yourself.
Going okay. It's nice when there's no fielders, and the wicket's really, really good, and the boundary's pretty small.
Apart from when you bowl.
Apart from when I bowl, yeah, I've got no interest in bowling out there. It's too hard. Not when there's any, you don't know where your fielders are going to go, and it's only got to go 50 odd metres just like that one did.
50 up then for Akhlaq. Excellent innings, 16 balls, 7 sixes in that inning, strike rate of 331. He's going to have to retire for his 53. Pakistan 66 for 2 after the 4th. Yeah, it's good to have Dan Christian with us in the commentary. Decent 113 runs so far in the comp. And a semi-final place for the Aussies.
Yeah, pretty happy. We've played some decent cricket. We were very good against England. Probably not so great this morning in our first game, but yeah, great win against Hong Kong in that quarterfinal.
Now that you've played a few games, are you getting the formula? Do you think about the fielding placements? Are we coming to something where you're confident in what you're doing?
No, not at all. It's pretty hard. The one thing we have found is our spinners have been fantastic. The seamers, it's been really difficult for the seamers, myself and then James Pattinson and Andrew Feckerty. It's because even when you do bowl a good ball, it's easy enough to nick it or edge it for 4 or 6, whereas the spinners have been really effective for us.
Just to remind you, Ryan Campbell backed Hong Kong to beat you in the quarterfinals, by the way. I don't want to just mention that. All of a sudden, that Aussie accent went up a bit when you came in, but he was back in Hong Kong. This is massive, huge. Seen so many of these throughout the first day and a half.
You're being harsh, Dominic Cork, but I had a foot in both camps. But, you know, you've got to go for the underdog. You us Aussies, but it's beautiful batting that. Some of the sixes we've seen hit today, they're massive.
Yeah, I know I said it's a small ground, but most of these sixes are probably 6 anywhere. Adelaide Oval, MCG, some of the biggest grounds in the world. There's been some very, very clean striking.
Smash straight back down for a 6, low. Only has to go 42 metres. Just a bit of pace on them from Sneyman.
You know, like we asked about getting comfortable with, you know, field positions and stuff. What's a score? What's a score that you're comfortable with?
I think anything over 120 seems to be, you know, a half decent score. 20 and over.
5 overs gone, 85 for 2. Lovely cuisine you get in Hong Kong. Wherever you go, food markets everywhere. And some excellent cricket. So if you're in the area, Kowloon, get yourself down here. Come and watch some of the world's best sixes cricketers. Got one beside us, captain of Australia. It's so hard to say that as an Englishman as well. Through my teeth, I'm saying it. Boast is going to bowl his second over. Decent first over. Pace on. But you talked about how well your team is playing. I talked about how well you're playing. Talk us through this innings from yourself.
Yeah, nice to get a couple away. They bowled pretty well. The Hong Kong guys got a few Yorkers in there. It's just a case of, in this format, trying to stay as still as you possibly can and really wait for that ball that's in your slot and try not to swing too hard at it. So, yeah, nice to get hold of a couple.
Yeah, he played well. Big gap out on the offside, but he's not going to get it. It's going to go straight to the fielder. Pakistan in a little bit of trouble here. They've lost their third. And Amir goes.
Boast, he keeps taking wickets. We've seen that the whole time. And as they keep putting Pakistan under pressure, they lose another. Yemen's gone 18 off just 6 deliveries, and Pakistan are 86 for 3.
Shahab Khan then in at number 5 for Pakistan, qualifier 2. A chance to go through to the semi-finals in the cup competition. Has he picked out the fielder again? No, just be one bounce. Been here before, Dan Christian, back in 2005. You'll know, I know you love your stats. Aussies have only ever won the Hong Kong Sixes in 2010. You beat Pakistan in the final. You're just one game away from reaching that final.
Yeah, just the one game away, as you say. Corky, the winner of this one, and they've both been playing some really good cricket. Extraordinary game of cricket, that 2010 final. The Aussies needed 45 off 8 balls, something like that. David Warner and Glenn Maxwell and a couple others did very well that day.
A couple of decent players then, really.
Yeah, they turned out all right, those two, didn't they?
Left hand, right hand as well. Lovely combination. Thanks for joining us. Hopefully you come back when you've won that semi-final and you get in the final. Come back and join us here.
Yeah, that'd be nice. It's been a fantastic couple of days here in Hong Kong. Thanks to everyone for having us. We've really enjoyed it, and the cricket's been fantastic.
Yeah, thanks a lot to Dan Christian, and good luck in that semi-final. Smash back over his head. Boast went into that surface, and they're closing in on 100. Whether it's enough, Ryan Campbell, I'm not so sure.
Well, I'm not so sure either, but what I will say in their defence is their bowling attack is very good. We know that. They've got a lot of paces. They don't really go to spin too often, but mate, they'll still back themselves to be competitive here.
13 sixes in this innings so far. It's last ball. Can they finish it off with a maximum? You bet they can. What a shot to bring up the 100 to finish the innings in qualifier 2. So Pakistan, who were put into bat first. John Smuts won the toss a little bit early. He'll have to run off and go and get his pads on. But a nice way to finish this qualifier 2 first innings. 105 for 3, Pakistan. Akhlaq was the pick for Pakistan in qualifier 2, 53 from 16. Telat, impressive, 27 from 11, finish it off with 3 sixes, 20 from the last over. And Pakistan, well, they've set a total, 105 for 3. Didn't start well, though.
No, they didn't. They lost some early wickets, and that really put them under the pressure. But Akhlaq was absolutely outstanding. From one end, he literally dominated the bowling from South Africa. They had no answers to what he came out. His beautiful swing of the bat, and his sixes, when he hits them, they go a long, long way.
2 wickets for Jones in that first over. Expensive from the captain, Smuts. At one stage we thought we were going to see another 6 sixes. A wicket for Boast. And impressive from Swanepoel as well, his first over in the competition. So qualifier 2, we're halfway through. Quarter-final 2, I should say. South Africa, well, they require 106 from 36 balls, at just over 17 and a half and over. Of course, there's more matches coming your way. It is the bowl group match 3. New Zealand versus India. A toss happened a while ago with Brad Hogg. India, who are still winless in this competition. You cannot believe that with the side they've got. They nearly lost the coin, it went that far off. Hoggy nearly had to run after it. India won the toss, and they're Robin Uthappa, Chipley, Goswami, Yadav, Binny and Shabazz Nadeem, Bell, McIntyre, Kapoor, Dixit, Cassidy, Astle. India won the toss and decided to have a bowl first, even though stats should be telling them to chase. Last 6 matches, teams batting first have won the game. Let's see whether it stays with that. South Africa have a chance here. 105 for 3. Not one of the biggest targets we've seen, Niall O'Brien, who takes his seat. But with this man, John Smuts, he's a quality player.
Yeah, the general consensus with the South Africans at the mid-innings break, just hanging around pitch side, was they walked off pretty happy. Even though there was a couple of maximums at the back end of that final over, they feel like they've got Pakistan under par. So an opportunity, 2 very strong sides. Pakistan with a wonderfully attacking bowling units, and then South Africa got some real power. Jacques Snyman missed out the last game, but he can tonk it. And JJ Smuts is probably as good an all-rounder as any in this tournament. Bowls well, bats well, and leads well. So this should be an epic encounter of 2 powerhouses in the history of the Hong Kong Sixers.
You love your stats, I know you do. For everybody out there, I've got a beautiful stat for you, John Smuts. It's on Jacques Snyman, born on the very same day, 10th of May 1994. Nelson Mandela became Prime Minister of South Africa. I had the privilege and the honour to meet him in 1995 when England returned to South Africa to play Test match cricket. What an honour it was for not just me, the whole of the England cricket team, to meet the great man Nelson Mandela. 106 then. Short delivery straight into our commentary box window. Little bit of pace. We know Shahab has pace, but a good start for South Africa.
Yeah, aggressive from the pace man into the ribs of Snyman, who just gets enough. This is a big battle, this first over. Can he swing a couple back in and attack the stumps of Jacques Snyman, who likes hitting down the ground? He doesn't move his feet a great deal. He likes to stand still and back his brute force.
That's a decent delivery, you're right. Big high backlift, he's waiting. Most South Africans, when you talk about South African batters, because there's a bit of pace in their pitches, they love to cut and pull the ball. Think of some of the greats. We had 2 that came over from South Africa who played a lot in England, Robin Smith and Alan Lamb. We watched little clips of them, cuts, pulls.
Yeah, I saw Lega on Saturday, Lega Lamb. I saw him in my local coffee shop.
What a player, what a
Great
man.
player.
I know he's been through a little bit of problems health-wise. Hope he's okay and getting better. What a shot. Typical South African, picking up on length really quickly and smashed out of the ground.
That travelled a distance. That's the skipper, John Smuts. Yeah, you're going to bowl that length, you've got to fetch it from outside on most occasions. It's all about setting the right tone for Pakistan. They needed to get the first over right on the money, but so far 11 of the first 3.
Just lost his shape a little bit. And let's listen from the South African captain.
Yeah, look, first time captaining a South African team, so a very proud moment for me. You know, it's been a while since I've actually captained. I've had a few years off, so yeah, looking forward to it. It's obviously a unique tournament with a lot of different ways of playing, only having 6 members per team, so yeah, lots to look forward to.
Thankfully, he got his words out better than me. Let's listen to, I should have said. First time he's captained South Africa. I had the privilege of captaining England here. Now has to be out, surely out, given out. Little bit of swing, gone short in the first 5 deliveries. This pace and swing, and Smuts goes.
Well, I asked the question, can he swing the ball back in to the right-hander and attack the stumps and the pads? He's done just that. That's a huge wicket. It's easy as you like, it's plumb in front. Back leg, umpire says yes, a little nod of the head, and off you go, JJ. Big breakthrough for Pakistan. Smuts gone for 6, 11 for 1.
Litheko then in at number 3. And Shahab Khan, what an over this has been. Conceded a couple of boundaries, but the big wicket of the captain. And a perfect way to finish. He'll be happy with that. The crowd are trying to go for an appeal. That pitch is outside leg stump, but a good over. Just 12 from it. And the South Africa 12 for 1. .106 is what South Africa require, 94 from 30. That's not going to be easy. Pakistan got a fine bowling unit. Amir Yamin bowled the second over, an excellent first over from Shahab Khan. Most wickets in the 2023 National T20 Cup in Pakistan with 25, and an important wicket in that over, John Smuts. Just sense that Pakistan fancy defending this. You can just sense by how they've set up here, how they've started as well.
It's been a perfect start. After the first 3 deliveries where they go away 11 runs, they came back quite strongly in the previous over, and a good start to the second over as well. Just need to keep picking wickets here.
They keep taking wickets, and it's the big wicket of Snyman. Little bit of pace off. We thought was 105 going to be enough, and with 2 wickets in the first 2 overs, they're in control of this game, Pakistan.
He's a quality cricketer, Amir Yamin. A little bit of angle in as well, attacking the stumps. Brilliant from Pakistan. What a start with the ball. Jacques Snyman must go, trudges off for 5, and South Africa in a bit of a hole, 13 for 2.
Evan Jones then in at 4. South Africa under pressure, in big trouble at the moment. They need someone to get in. Now then, has he picked out the man? No, a little bit too straight. Fahim Ashraf was straight. 2 wickets in the first 8 balls. Decent delivery this.
That's a perfect delivery. A bit of pace, just tailing into the right-hander. And that's a big wicket as well. Can they change the trend? The trend has been bat first and win.
Outside edge, this will run away. One mode for Jones. swing yourself off your feet and see how far you can hit it.
Well, that's the nature of the beast, I'm afraid. Nothing wrong with the ball. It's a thick outside edge, and with only 4 fielders, fortune favouring Jones. 10 from 2, striking at 500.
Well, he's dangerous with the bat in T20 cricket. He strikes a 4 or a 6 every 6.2 deliveries. Not sure that 0.2, if you can bowl a 0.2 delivery, but every 6.2 deliveries, he hits a 4 or a 6.
I think Chris Gale in his pomp was hitting a boundary every 4.6 balls in the power play. So anything in and around that's impressive.
Yeah, he was quite good, that man. Still is. Plays a little bit of Legends cricket around the world now. In the air, maybe into the gap as well. Nearly a collision. Should have perhaps saved it. Was a bit worried about being hit by the captain who was coming at him. 2 overs are done. South Africa 28 for 2. Qualifier 2 then. Pakistan, who were put into bat 105 for 3. 53 from Akhlaq. And in reply, well, they've got a couple of wickets in South Africa, and they need something big in the next over. 78 from 24. Required rate just under 20, 19 and a half. Going to go with his second over straight away. So on the attack, I like this from Fahim Ashraf. Get the game done and put South Africa under pressure. Hit out on the offside. Off balance. He's a tall man. I told you how dangerous he is and how many boundaries he scores every 6.2 deliveries.
Yeah, that's some hit. Look at the reach. Down on his knees and still managed to get enough to get it up and over. Extra cover.
4 balls, 17 runs, 2 sixes, 1 4 then in his innings so far. That'll just be 1.
I feel like for bowling to Jones, you want to try and keep it out of his reach because he's tall man, as you mentioned, those long levers, so that wide Yorker or else jamming a straight Yorker in. Madiri the thick up, powerfully built. Stood beside him last night. He is strong, he's muscly.
He tries to just scoop this. I think it comes off his glove.
Maybe just a slower ball potentially. What's happening here? What's the conversation here? Stuart Binney, we haven't won a game.
I'll tell you what the conversation is how can we win? Then they're up against New Zealand. We don't talk about that test series at the moment in New Zealand, what's going on in India. New Zealand. Last test match in Mumbai. Going on right at the moment. New Zealand, I think, ahead in the series, aren't they?
Mitch Santner. On Mitch Santner's socials, it says part-time cricketer on his socials. Mitch Santner, full-time golfer, and he's just taking wickets for fun. The part-timer.
There's a lot of interesting conversations around the world about India and how they're playing spin at the moment. Certainly isn't Rachin Ravindra. I'm sure New Zealand would have liked him to be here. He's a decent player. I'll have to bowl that again.
Yeah, I saw our good friend Simon Dool was quoted in many media places about India's, well, struggles against spin, and a lot of people in the Indian media and the Indian networks backing up Simon Dool and saying spot on. That has been a concern and been mentioned for a while now in India's inability to play spin. It's interesting to see how that goes, that final test match in Mumbai.
That's a good length. Really good length.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. And it's mostly on the ranked turners. It's not the problem playing spin. It's playing spin on turners. That's been a concern. It shouldn't be, really, given they bat so much on these conditions. So that's one area that definitely have to look in hard.
'18 home series India have won until this one. New Zealand, they're always underrated. Never understand that in any New Zealand sport. They just dominate at times, rugby especially. Not giving a wide. Good decision from the umpire. Good over as well, just 12 runs from it. South Africa struggling, 40 for 2.
Right arm over to you.
That game is to come. New Zealand versus India. India won the toss and decided to have a bowl first. This is the bowl group match number 3. Both teams are looking for their first win. Captain into the attack and smashed. First ball down the ground. Pace on. Surprise, he put pace on.
They need a very big over. Required rate has gone over 21 now, but that's a proper hit. Again, that length, you got to get under the bat, go as full as possible.
Well, with only 105 on the board, Pakistan don't want to give away a big over here, because all of a sudden an over of 25 or more and they are right back in this, South Africa. Pace again. He's putting pace on this time with a bit of width, and guess what? Back-to-back maximums.
Brings up the 50. Rate's only 20 and over. I say only 20 and over. That's very gettable. Swinging himself off his feet here. Jones, that's his 4th 6, and Ashraf with pace on and with width. The ball can just go anywhere. He's generally operated a bit straighter in the previous games, the captain, Fahim Ashraf, attacking the stumps.
Yep, length imperative at the moment. Falling straight, that is better. Doesn't need to leave there. Unless someone smashes that straight back over your head or clips it leg side. He's mad with himself, Jones. He thinks that's a hit that he should have put out the ground.
That's the length you got to bowl, where as a batter it's very hard to get any elevation. You might go for 4, but hitting 6s are difficult.
I'll tell you what though here, chaps, Madili Latheko has to step up. 6 from 5 is not good enough. Has to hit boundaries here.
Run through and get a single. Don't mind that pace off delivery. You're going to bowl it, got to bowl it into the surface.
Great change-up. It's all about who can outthink each other here. And the bowler did it brilliantly on that occasion. As a batter, you're expecting something really, really full. A bit of a bluff played by Fahim. It worked pretty well. 13, came back strongly in the last couple of balls after getting hit for 2 6s in the first 2.
Yeah, got to get out the over though, right now. That is good. Doesn't need to change. As I say, the low full toss with pace on is always a decent delivery.
Why would he have bowled those first couple?
Don't know. Just got him wrong. Don't understand it.
So you're quite right. If you bowl full and straight and you have that protection straight down the ground, if he gets under a low full toss, yeah, fair enough. But I've got some protection. When you start bowling short and with, he can go He could be flayed all over the ground.
You just see what those 3 balls have done to the run rate. You just said it was 20. It's now gone up to nearly 23 and a half. And South Africa, quite simply, they need a maximum off this last ball. Can't hit that. Won't be given out. Won't be given out. Missing leg stump. A brilliant end to the over. 15 from it. South Africa with 2 overs to go. 55 for 2. Well, some big shocks today in day 2. Nepal beating Australia, UAE beating India, Oman beating New Zealand. So a quality game, the first quarter-final. Australia beating Hong Kong. And we've got a game on our hands now. Pakistan in control of this game at the moment. There's still lots more games to come your way. New Zealand, India, England, Oman, Sri Lanka, Nepal, UAE, Bangladesh. Talat. Slower delivery. Does he get enough of it? He does get enough of it. Jones is that dangerous player. Partnership 48 from 18. He's just got to go and get himself to 50 ASAP.
Yeah, it's just about the length again we discussed in the previous over, Nobby. You've got to go full. Yes, the slower delivery, you can bowl one off, but that can't be your main delivery. And Hussain Talat, we have seen this tournament so far, he prefers to go length and with those cutters into the surface.
34 in boundaries so far for Jones. Doesn't get this, high in the air, should be taken. Big wicket for Pakistan. Slower delivery into the surface. And all of a sudden, Pakistan believe they're in the semi-finals.
Shahab Khan, the fielder in the deep. It's a pressure catch. It was in the air and he knew it was the big fish of Jones. He settles, gets his feet nice and firm under the ground. That's a good catch. It's a big blow. The man in form, Jones, goes for a 41. South Africa have lost a third, 61 for 3.
Swanee Pole then in at number 5. Now then, I don't think he's got enough of this. Towards the shorter side. Listen to the roar, the Pakistan fans are in. Talat has 2 in 2. And they're closing in on a semi-final fixture against Australia.
Nicely done. After getting hit for a 6, kept going with the slower delivery batter. Standing really deep, expecting a Yorker maybe. But back-to-back wicket on a hat-trick now, Hussain Talat. And probably done the job for his side as well with those 2 wickets. Out 61 for 4.
Boast in at number 6. Hat-trick ball, high in the air, but this will go into the crowd. The Pakistani supporters will try and catch it. Two in 2, and South Africa in big trouble now, O'Brien.
Yeah, slow balls. It's brave bowling because he's bowling to that short bound. He's just 42 metres, simple catch. And then Swanee Pole, who played so well back in 2017 to get South Africa over the line, falls first ball in the same fashion. 2 wickets for Hussain Talat in the over. A match-defining over.
Yeah, he's had a good game as well. Runs in that first inning, 27 from 11. 2 for 13 as well in this over. And at the moment, they are romping to a semi-final appearance.
Yeah, South Africa had the opportunity to change the trend by winning the game batting second, but it seems at the moment it's going to stay. All 6 matches today and the last game of yesterday have been won by team batting first.
Maybe go and give that stat to the Indian captain, as he's won the toss and decided to have a bowl first. Like most teams have done. In the air, can he get there? No, drops short. Careful, careful. Boundary to finish, 5 overs done. South Africa 72 for 4. Still a chance. South African supporters, wherever you're watching, there's still a chance. Perhaps one of the weaker bowlers to bowl the last over for Pakistan, Asif Ali. Not being that in a derogatory way, and they've got a fine bowling unit and the possibility of 6 sixes. Will be a boundary.
Have you not watched Asif Ali bowl this tournament?
I've just seen that ball.
He bowled the last over in their first game and got 2 for 6.
One of the weaker bowlers, I said. I didn't say he was a terrible bowler. I said one of the weaker bowlers.
Oh, I think he's one of the stronger ones.
Irish and English at it again. Good delivery.
Brilliant ball.
Outstanding.
Length ball. Should have gone out the park. Simple.
I've got a lot of love for Asif Ali.
So have I.
The all-rounder.
He's just not a very good bowler. He's a top player, I'll tell you that. Talk us through that one then.
He saw the batter coming. He just couldn't get the message to the keeper to get up the stump for the stumping.
See what he's got now, shall we?
Exceptional.
Another length delivery, should have gone out of the park. What a way with length deliveries. He knows if he's batting. That African captain, that's out of here. I said it in a way because I think they left him. I think it's clever from Fahim to save him to the last one. That's all right. I said it earlier on today. It doesn't matter about your action, doesn't matter what sort of action you've got. It's the length that's imperative. That one was slung in there. And Pakistan, who set that total of 105, and we thought, was it enough? You bet it's going to be enough. 10 runs from the first 5 deliveries.
I wonder, do we have the economy rates of the tournament?
Pipe down.
I think Asif Ali might be up there, the best economy rates of the Hong Kong Sixes.
Going to win the game from here. Going to be given a dead ball, that, even though he bowled it. Just tried to rush it through the last ball. What a performance this has been from Pakistan. Second team into the semi-final. A dominant performance. Just couldn't get going. South Africa couldn't get a partnership going. Australia into the semi-finals, and we now see Pakistan. They will go head-to-head tomorrow in the first semi-final. And it is Pakistan who win by 17 runs.
You always knew.
.105 then was set by Pakistan in reply. 2 big wickets early on. Sneman gone for 5, Smuts for 16. Jones was the pick really in that run chase, 41 from 13, and boast with 15 from 6. South Africa fell short, 88 for 4. 2 overs for Shahab, his left arm, quick 1 for 23. Amir Yamin, 1 for 16. And Talat with 2 for 17. Take us through the wickets.
Every team needs a left-arm pacer. He can swing the ball back in, attack the stumps. That's exactly what he did. JJ Smuts was LBW, and then Jacques Snyman cleaned up by Amir Yamin. There was power in the South African lineup. It just didn't fire today. Beautiful slower balls, outfoxing the batters. Swanepoel went first ball. There was excellent execution from the Pakistan quicks today.
So, quick summary of qualifier 2, done and dusted. Pakistan, who were put into bat by John Smuts, got to 105 for 3 from their 6 overs. Akhlaq with 53 in reply, 88 for 4, just wasn't good enough. And just to show you, Australia, who won that first quarter-final, beating Hong Kong. Pakistan beating South Africa. They will meet tomorrow in semi-final 1 of the Cup at 12